where magical minds duel it out mano a mano, or in this case, duo a duo. Take a look.
Hi, we're the Evansons.
The mentalist duo.
We met 33 years ago.
As soon as we met, we had an instant connection.
We've lived together, we love together, we work together.
That's right, 24/7.
When it comes to mentalism, Tessa is it. She is everything a psychic could possibly be.
I do have strong intuitive thoughts.
She knows what my needs are, what my desires are.
It's just a part of who I am.
Mentalism is a branch of magic. It's magic of the mind. Magicians defy the laws of physics, and mind readers defy the laws of privacy.
This couple takes their connection to a whole different level. Please welcome the Evansons.
Ever since Tessa and I first met, we've always had a strong connection between us.
And tonight, we're going to connect with you in the audience.
So I'm going to work with you in the audience, one-on-one, together, and we're going to try to send some of your ideas to Tessa. Here we go.
To make sure that I don't see what happens, I'm going to wear this blindfold. Watch closely as I put it on. It not only shuts out my vision, it also helps to increase my concentration. And now we're going to give you a little taste of what it would be like if we could connect with each other thought to thought.
If you have some objects, pull them out. Personal things, driver's license, ID cards, credit cards.
Oh, I love credit cards.
We'll even do cash here this
that's
evening.
even better.
For your convenience.
Yes.
Anything personal, pull it
Yes,
out.
whatever you have with you, any item that you've carried with you that has meaning in your life, that's what we're looking for.
Can you identify this now, Tess?
I'm thinking that you have a case. I believe what would be normally in that case would be some eyeglasses.
Yes, you guessed it now. You guessed it. Now that's it, definitely, and it belongs
To this lady?
This woman.
Yes. And I was wondering, ma'am, some people might call you Viv, but is it Vivian?
Is your name Vivian?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Vivian. That's fantastic. We'll get over to this side of the room. We'll get over to this side. What have you got? Personal thing.
Very good. Thank you so much. And that gives you a sense of the sort of things we want to connect with you on. Things that belong to you, things that have a story to tell about your life, because I guarantee you, if you try it, you'll never forget this experience.
Here, describe this now. There it is. It's this man.
Now, this man is concentrating.
On this next.
I'm hearing sound, I'm hearing music, and I think it has something to do with an instrument. I think about the strings of a guitar, but I believe that might actually just be the pick.
That's right. Yes. And the color of the pick?
A bright color, an orange color.
It is too. That's it. You got her attention.
Wonderful. I want to take this on another level also. Any other item that you might have.
Can you say this man, examine his name, Tess?
Is he thinking of his name now? I get an impression of a name like, sounds to me like Cash.
Is your name Cash?
Yes.
It is. You didn't show me your name. Never asked you your name. You've got something personal?
Think of what it means to you. I don't see an item, but I get a feeling about a person. I think whatever it is you have connects you with that person. In fact, right now I'm thinking about some jewelry. I think it's a watch that you have.
See, that's right. See, it is a watch.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. I do.
Is there something special about this watch? Yes or no? Don't tell me anything. Is it something special?
Yes.
Yes.
It's in your heart. It's in your mind. It's all about the person who this connects you with. I get family. I get a mother-son connection in this moment. Is this from your mother?
Yes.
It is.
Wonderful.
Fantastic. Is your mother's... Can this be right? Have you got... Say this. Is your mother's name engraved in the watch, on the watch, anywhere? Yes or no? Is it engraved?
No.
How many people in this room know your mother?
One?
Is there any way in the world Tessa knows your mother?
No.
No. Totally impossible. Focus on your mother's first name. I'm not going to ask you. I want you to focus. Send first thoughts to Tessa. Name of his mother, Tess.
Cora.
Is your mother's name Cora?
Yes.
Fantastic. You got it.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Excellent,
Thank you
Tess.
for sharing that.
Let's
Thank you.
go one step further. Can I ask you to help me out, Penn Teller?
Sure.
Yes. Do you have any money?
Money?
Yes.
You want money?
We're going to get something really challenging. If you have a
this is
large
wonderful.
bill, like the bigger the bill, the better she gets. This
That
is
is
perfect.
so true, yes.
Just remember the value of this bill. It's in mine. More, Tess.
I want you to think of what it's worth. I know we asked you for a large bill, but you did have the opportunity to choose any value that you wanted.
That's correct.
But I believe that you selected a $100 bill.
Yes.
Concentrate carefully.
I want to concentrate with you on the bill. I am sensing numbers only. Forget the letters. I'm thinking there's a 9, followed by an 8. I'm thinking...
That's correct.
Thank you. A 2.
Yep.
And then an 8.
8, yep.
It's a little hazy now. I want to be sure if I get it right. First, I thought it was a 2 next.
Yep.
And then a 4.
Yep.
And this is where I lose you.
Can you get what the last 2 digits are?
Is it a 3 and a 6?
Yes, it is.
It really is exactly. That's it. She got the
That's it
serial
exactly.
number. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Tessa.
Thank you. It is so good to see you all again in person. It's been such a pleasure. Oh, that's why I do it, Teller. You read my mind. Thank you.
The Evansons!
Thank you very much, everyone.
That is incredible! Whoa!
Can you imagine what it would be like to be married to a woman like this?
Oh my goodness!
We have no
Well, you
secrets between
clearly let her do all the decision making, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. I mean, do you ever talk?
There's no need to, really.
No. You must have the perfect relationship.
It's pretty good. We've been together for 33 years.
Wow.
34.
Oh, geez. Maybe you need to teach him a little bit.
I will just a little bit, but it's a powerful thing to have, right?
Absolutely. So I'm sure you've never fought a day in your life, right? Because you always know what he's thinking.
But I
Right.
even know what he's thinking right now. It's easy. Buffet.
All right, well, let's go to the boys. Penn, Teller, what do you think?
That's what we think. You know, in this day and age of electronic communication, in this day and age of earpieces and iPads and iPhones, seeing someone that does it in the old style and seeing how much better that is than the new style is just breathtaking. Teller and I have been working together for 40 years. Those first few years, we traveled everywhere together. We were driving in a car together, Datsun station wagon, and we decided to learn an act something like this. And we worked and studied and practiced and practiced and practiced, and it was years, and we got good enough to do a deck of cards. They have opened this up to seemingly everything in the world. We worked our asses off for years and didn't get 1/1000th of where they are. The kind of mental gymnastics that are done on this are unbelievable. This is one of those rare acts where the more you know about it, the more amazing it is. Having said that, I'm not going to say any more about it because this act is so good, I already feel like I may have said too much. I want them to be working forever and doing this act everywhere. You know, sometimes when I'm talking, I talk in code to magicians and try to get people to be able to Google stuff and to be able to figure out how it was done and figure it out. I don't want to give you any of that. I want you to just read my mind.
Yeah.
And we know, I don't think, I can say this without any fear of contradiction, I have never seen better at what you're doing. And it is just fabulous.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, so are you convinced that you didn't fool them?
Absolutely.
But you clearly are phenomenal at what you do, so thank you for entertaining us. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the Evansons, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the judge here because everyone is fooling me. When we come back, more mind-blowing magic. Stay close. Where performers try to hit a grand slam by throwing a curveball by Penn Teller. Come on, baseball season, folks. You know? All right, let's meet the next magician on deck.
My
name is Chef Anton, and I am a professional trick shot artist and magician. The first experience I had with the pool table, I saw these colorful balls rolling around. They disappeared into a pocket. I went to the pocket to get it, and the ball was gone. It was complete magic to me. I was highly influenced by my grandmother, and she was an amazing pool hustler. By the time I was 9, I was such an expert, I couldn't even get an honest game anymore. It was after that that I decided I wanted to blend comedy, magic, and pool ball wizardry. I want people to understand why I love hustling. If I can share that experience, my love with them, done my job.
Please welcome Chef Anton.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I am going to share with you some of the greatest pool hustles ever created. Once you learn the secret to it, you'll never again pay for a drink or a lunch or a really nice gold watch. First, I would like to make sure that the pool table is level. There's one way as a professional that we would check that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alyson, if you don't mind joining me right on over here. Now, Alyson, if I were to bet you that I could shoot an entire game of pool using nothing more than, let's say, a little piece of thread from my shirt, would you be willing to bet against me? I mean, it seems like that'd be a good bet, wouldn't it?
Yes.
It's not a good bet.
Oh.
No, you should never bet against somebody like me, because while it'd be impossible to shoot using just a piece of thread, it's not if I change it into a $1,500 pool cue instead. So let that be a little bit of a lesson for you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta admit is that I love hustling. I've been shooting pool since I was a little kid, and I started hustling when I was about 9 years old. But the greatest hustle that I ever pulled off in my entire life was the day that I actually hustled Minnesota Fats. You guys have all heard of Minnesota Fats before, right? One of the greatest pool hustlers that ever lived. I met him at a pool hall. He was playing poker with a deck of billiard playing cards. You ever seen billiard playing cards?
No.
No, they're really cool. They look like this. Well, that's half of them. The other half looks like that. See, no, it screws together kind of like a pool cue, which is, it's actually really cool. The only downfall, oops, the only downfall to them is the, you gotta remember to tighten them. That's very important. But yeah, see, when they're tightened up, you don't even see the seams, which is kind of nice. You could even look for yourself. All right, now, what I would like you to do, Alyson, is to simply push out any one of the cards in the deck. Just push one of those out for me.
Okay.
That's fantastic. Go ahead and show your card to everybody in the audience. I'll turn my back so I don't see it. Make sure everybody gets a good look at the card.
Okay.
Show it all around. That's good. Back over that way. That's fantastic. Believe it or not, Minnesota Fats actually thought that I might be cheating. What are the chances? No, he thought that maybe the deck was marked. And you can see that there's no marks on this deck, on the front or on the back, right? Including the card that you have. There's no marks on the front of the card.
Right.
There's no marks on the back of the card. There's no way that I could possibly know what that card is. Now, what I would like you to do is to sign your name for me on one of those dots. I'm sorry, let's get a pen. There you go. Sign your name for me on one of the dots. That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
Just like you'd sign a card that's destined for eBay.
Okay.
Fantastic. Please let me get that for you. You look like you're busy. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the sticker, place it onto the face side, the picture side of your card. It could be the only queen of diamonds in the world that has your name written on it, right?
Yes.
All right, now, oh, before I forget, we need a couple of pool balls. Do you have a couple of pool balls down there, like in the side pocket, anywhere, it doesn't matter. Any 2 pool balls will do. That's fantastic, very good. One more great billiard bar bet for you. Take 2 pool balls just like so. Learn how to do that, you'll never pay for a drink again for the rest of your life. Thank you. All right. Now, let's recap what's happened here. Alyson, you had a free choice of 52 cards in the deck, including 3 cards that were face up on the table that you could have selected, right?
Yes.
You wrote your name on one of these gigantic stickers in your handwriting, and we placed it onto the face side, the picture side of your card. I forgot what your card was now. Your card, that's right. Queen of Diamonds has your name written on it in your handwriting, going all the way into the deck. Yes?
Yes.
The proposition bet from Minnesota Fats was using nothing more than those 2 pool balls, precariously balanced one on top of another, and a little bit of magic that I would be able to find your card with your name written on it in your handwriting out of this deck of cards. Now that would actually be a good bet, right?
Yes.
No, it's not. If you don't mind giving me like a little take one, this one doesn't always work. Could be here for a while. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the same shot that fooled Minnesota Fats when I was just 9 years old, trying to find Alyson's card in the most unusual manner possible. Watch. There you go. Needs a little more speed, a little more speed, a little more speed. That's good, that's good. Hit the hat, that's good.
Woo!
Wait, we actually got one. Would you take that off?
Oh my goodness.
Does that have your name written on it? In your handwriting, is that the one?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the same shot that proved Minnesota points.
That was incredible. Tell me how you got your name.
Oh, Chef Anton.
Yes.
Actually, Chef is an acronym, and it stands for Con Men Hustle Everyone Forever. Kind of always reminds me what I do out here.
I was, yes, okay, because I was expecting a meal.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, I don't cook.
All right. And you started playing pool when you were 4 years old?
I started, yeah, when I was 4 years old. Basically, I wasted the first 3 years of my life.
Yes.
Kind of drifting.
Yeah. So, I mean, by 9, you were like a true hustler.
Yeah. My grandmother was like a pool hustler in her day, back around the days of the Depression.
Right.
And that's when it wasn't such a litigious society, so you could get away with this and like not get shot. You know?
And you were making money at 9?
Yeah, I was making money at 9 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, it's what I've been doing.
Do you think that maybe you fooled them?
Oh man, I would never say that on national television. Yeah, no.
Boys, boys, hi.
Okay.
Now we're if you don't talk to us, we're gonna play pool. And I'm gonna lose some money, so.
Lots of good juggling, you know? I mean, there's a lot of juggling in there that I really like. There's a great thing here. The appearing Q was an appearing Kane.
Yes.
And you did a lot of the putting, but you actually confused us. We had to argue about it a little bit because there's a thing called a card sword. And the card sword is an elaborate gimmick.
Yes.
That makes a card pop out onto a sword.
It does.
We're trying to figure out how you built a card sword into a card cue, and you didn't. You didn't,
I
you
didn't.
rat bastard.
That's true.
You just did it with sleight of hand. You brute forced it on there. And as far as the card trick is concerned, I want to change a little bit to stealing. Now, you do bar bets. You ever just steal something like in a store? Because sometimes that's called lifting something in a store, you know? And sometimes you can go in and steal with one hand. Sometimes you can steal with the other hand. Sometimes you can steal with both hands and have a double lift at the same time. Have you ever done that kind of stealing?
I've probably done that kind of pickpocketing at one time or another.
Yeah, that's the real hardcore criminal stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
So are you convinced they know everything that you did?
I think they're definitely onto something here.
You're convinced.
But we will still never, ever take a bet with you.
That's a very wise decision.
Well, so you didn't fool them, but you certainly entertained us all. Thank you so much,
There we go.
Chef
Guys,
Anton.
thank you so much.
Thank
Learned a very
you.
valuable lesson.
Thank you. We've seen the last of our foolers for the night. That means it's time for the masters, Penn and Teller. See them perform when we come back. Penn and Teller have been watching along with us so far, but now it's time for them to perform one of their famous tricks. Ladies and gentlemen, Penn and Teller!
Thank you, Alyson. Thanks so much. Thank you. You know, sadly, we've all gotten pretty used to these. As a matter of fact, the network insists everything that comes in goes through the metal detector. So we all had to, take off our coats, get used to the drill. Now, the way these things work is called pulse induction. Sends out thousands of magnetic impulses every second. One of those hit a piece of metal, it sets off the alarm. Now, this is the handheld version. It's also pulse induction. We're also used to these. But I want to show you this. The interesting thing is, watch this. See? They even hate each other. The problem with metal detectors is exactly the same as the problem with locks. They only work on good people. Bad people sneak on anything, like we had the, that's where Teller has his Misto Deluxe fire pot right there. Teller's concerned about safety, so he also has a fire extinguisher with him. And in case that's not enough, Teller also has a full-size shovel thing in terms of that fire triangle. Now, these are the list of the rules that the network has right here of things they won't allow in here. You all know this. Obviously, they do not allow guns, but there's also no snow globes allowed, and nothing over there is allowed, no fire extinguishers, and no non-ticketed showgirls carrying bazookas. That's Georgie Bernasic right there. Georgie Bernasic.
My kids
Georgie.
are definitely gonna ask how tonight's tricks were done, and I still won't have the answers. What a great night. Thanks for watching. See you